Hi Leo, welcome back to Tarot Wisdom. For all you who are returning and who have subscribed, I thank you for subscribing and I welcome you back. Thank you for returning and spending your journey with me. Anyone who is new to the channel, I welcome you. I invite you to like, subscribe, and share. Subscribe if you feel as though anything in this reading resonates with you. And if not, check your moon and your rising signs. You can check those on Cafe Astrology, and it'll show you how to check for your moon and your rising signs. So I have your Oracle deck, which is Keepers of Light Oracle. I have postcards from Spirit, which I will pull for you. I have Manzel's Tarot 2 for your tarot reading, and if any clarifiers are needed, I will be using my Everyday Tarot deck. So I'm just going to move these aside. I did pre-shuffle. But I'm going to shuffle on camera. And if you hear any music, I'm sorry. My neighbors are playing music pretty loud. I hope spring has been good for you. Summer is almost approaching. So a lot of you may be going on vacations. If you can, and with the COVID thing lifting and everything, it might be pretty good for a lot of you out there, especially if you had your vaccinations. So I hope I find you all in good health, good spirits, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 more shuffles and we'll get started with the reading, Leo. And this reading is a general reading. It may not apply to everyone. That's why I said to check your moon and rising signs. And also, like I said, it's a general reading. So it may not apply to everyone this time around. Okay, here we go. Now let's see what comes out for you Leos. Let me. Hope it's good. Okay, we have our first 3 cards out. First card you have is the Ten of Swords. So it means that you'll be getting over some type of hardship, some type of feeling stabbed in the back or betrayed. It's at the end. It's the 10. So the 10 reduces to a 1, leaving you with the Ace of Swords. So all this ill feelings that you've been feeling maybe through the month of June is going to subside. The next card you have is the Star card, Major Arcana, the Star. So that's showing that it's wish fulfillment coming in. You've been hoping and praying for a certain situation to come around, maybe mental clarity. And I'm saying mental clarity because the next card that came out is the King of Swords. And that's cutting through all of the nonsense of the past, of that Ten of Swords. So you will be seeing clearly in certain situations in your life. It'll be different for each and every Leo. But you definitely will be seeing clearer. And you'll be able to speak clearer and with more accuracy. Knowledge comes with the King of Swords. The next card you have is the Eight of Cups. That's leaving something behind. And that comes right underneath of the Ten of Swords. So you are leaving behind a whole bunch of hurt and frustration, whatever the case may be, as far as feeling betrayed. You are leaving it behind, looking for your Nine of Cups. This is the Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment. So you will be leaving something behind. And I will clarify that for you. Another card came out. The Empress, smack dab in the middle of your reading. That is, the Star card is Aquarius energy. And the Empress is Taurus and Libra energy. So you're embodying that, you're embodying the essence of the Empress. So you will be creative, you will be receptive, you will be giving, and your heart chakra is open, as you see in this card. And also your third eye is open. So I think you'll be using your intuition a lot about a lot of situations, and being as though the King of Swords came up, it will be clear to you wherever thinking you are. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be a love reading or just a general situation reading, but you've been going through a lot, Leo, with that Ten of Swords coming up first. But it's all going to leave you behind because you're going to be seeing clearly. And that's what you've hoped for. You've hoped to see things clearly. The next card that comes up is another major arcana. This is your third major arcana, the Hermit. And the Hermit says that you'll be looking within. In this card, this person is looking within their own world to find their own solutions. So you won't have to be asking a lot of people, a lot of people's opinions on things and stuff, because you have all the answers within your own universe. You know deeply what course you should take. So this looks like it's a general just about life. It looks like you've been wishing for clarity on a certain situation. And like I said, it's going to be different for every Leo. That didn't. It's going to be different for every Leo. But you'll be walking away from all the hurt and all the pain. You'll make a concise decision to walk away from what hurt you, because you'll be seeing clearly now. And like I said, that was a hope and a wish of yours to see things clearly in whatever situation it is. If it's love, if it's work, if it's money. And just remember, the Empress is abundant too. So you guys will be abundant. The next card that came out for you is the World card, endings and beginnings. And it comes right underneath for the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So yes, you will be ending something that no longer served you, and you will be beginning something. In the traditional tarot, the World card has Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So those people may figure in your life or may not. It could be their moon or their rising signs. But so far you have Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, and Libra. Taurus again. Sorry, that was my glasses. Taurus again, and then the Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and like I said, Taurus again. So there's a major ending and beginning, and it could be in a relationship or it could be with a job, but you'll know what it is with the Hermit card because you're searching inside for your answers. And the Hermit does have the answers. And it's time to let your light shine out in the world, Leo, for what you do, for the knowledge that you have acquired over whatever past hurt has come about. So we have two more cards to finish the spread. Yeah, see, I don't have any cups. And after the world card came the Nine of Wands. It means you conquered all these wands, you conquer all these actions, and there's still another one to go. The 9 comes right before the 10, so that's another completion that you are close to having. And it's a task that you are willing to take. This person in the card is contemplating under this wand. So it's another mission for you to go on to get to that 10 of wands and complete whatever it is in your life that you need to complete. And I'm really thinking it's relationship, even though the lovers didn't come out, but I think it's in dealing in relationship. I think you wanted answers, and the answers are inside you. But I think someone may have hurt you, or some situation may have hurt you, but you're coming out of it through prayer and hope and meditation with the Star card. Okay, last card out is the Seven of Swords. So that means a lot of times they say the Seven of Swords is the thief card, but in this deck, this person is enlightened, holding on to one truth. So I believe that you will hold on to one truth and leave the rest behind. So like I said with the Hermit card, instead of listening to everyone else's opinion and stuff, you'll be searching within yourself. And all these other ones are opinions. All these other swords back here are opinions. And there's a star enlightening you. So grab hold of that one sword and know your truth. Stand in your truth. In this deck, this is not a thief card. And I said it wasn't a love reading, but I guess it was. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. So this is pertaining to your love life, Leo. There's a lot of things that may have been going not according to what you had hoped for. There was a little bit of hurt that you have been praying for and asking for guidance. And the guidance and the truth will come in. The truth of the matter will come in with the King of Swords. And I'm going to clarify this Eight of Cups. The walking away to find your happiness. But something is ending so something new can begin in your love life. And I'm not saying that you're going to break up with anybody, but maybe you're going to find a resolution in the situation, because it's all about truth. You have 1, 2, 3 swords cards, and that's all about mental clarity, communication. So let's see what this Eight of Cups is about. So like I said, the bottom of the deck was the Lovers. So this is pertaining to love. You need clarity, which you are going to find within yourself. And like I said, I hate to repeat myself, but you are going to find it because it's something that you've been hoping and praying for. But you are very abundant this month, very creative. With the Empress right smack dab in the middle of your reading, you're very creative. You're very giving. You're very thoughtful. Okay, Eight of Cups for Leo for the time period of mid-June through the first 2 weeks of July. Waiting for the right card to come out, it looks like. Clarifying the Eight of Cups for Leo. Clarifying the Eight of Cups for Leo. Let me shuffle them one more time. Sometimes when it doesn't come out, it doesn't need to be clarified. It just means what I said. You're walking away from situations that no longer serve you. But we're going to try again. That's how spirit works with me. If it doesn't want to clarify it, it's basically what I said. Let's be patient. Okay. So, we have more swords energy, Leo. You have justice. So you're walking away to find justice in a situation. And it could be just for a period of time until the communication kicks in. Then you have the Knight of Cups, an offer of love, offer of forgiveness, and it's also could be an apology coming in. And then you have the Ace of Swords, which is an offer of truth, honesty, justice, just like the Justice card. So that's what you're walking away to find: justice, love, an offer of love, a true offer of love, and the truth with the Ace of Swords. Some of you may be also testing another person, because the Ace of Swords can be testing, and that may be how you find out your clarity with the King of Swords, and the Hermit. Testing someone to find out the truth in a situation after you've been hurt. So, at the bottom of the deck of the clarifiers, you have the Chariot, which means you will be moving on. Unfortunately, some of you may be having breakups, or if you're not in a totally committed relationship, you may not go further with the relationship. You may move on. Yeah, you may move on. After that is a Two of Pentacles. You have a decision to make whether or not you want to move on. But you'll be reminiscing about the past. But basically, yes, the Chariot, you'll be moving on from all the things that have been hurting you. And like I said, the Lovers is on the bottom of the major spread. So, yeah, that's really interesting that it turned out to be a love reading. But you have the strength to go on. Just hold on to that one truth that you find out. And like I said, the King of Swords is bringing clarity. This is something that you really hope for, to find out, how to make things better for yourself after that Ten of Swords. You may have come into the month of June with the Ten of Swords energy, but the star is really bringing hope and happiness. It can bring happiness to a situation. And like I said, the King of Swords brings clarity. And the Eight of Cups means you're walking away to find some type of happiness. Like I said, and it's justice. You want justice in the situation. You want real love to be offered to you. And you want it to be clear, concise, and honest with the Ace of Swords. And like I said, the Empress means you, in the center of the reading, you will be creative with all that. Your third eye is open. Mentally, spiritually, your third eye is open, and your heart chakra is open. And I think it's opening to yourself now. So now I'm going to get the Keepers of the Light Oracle to see what Oracle comes out for you guys. If it doesn't coincide with the reading, then that means it's just an additional message. But Leos, hold on, because there's going to be a beginning and an ending. You know what? I'm thinking I need to clarify the world card. Let's clarify the world card before I go in. And it's still relevant, the chariot, you moving on in a good way. It's not, anything negative. You're moving on in a good way. I'm going to clarify the world card before I go on to the Keepers of the Light Oracle. Because like I said, there's beginnings and endings. And you have a lot of swords. Okay, the world card is definitely clarified by the Ace of Wands. There is a new beginning coming into you guys. A great new beginning. So if this relationship or situation did not or is not working out for you guys, the Ace of Swords is bringing you something with passion, compassion, creativity, in the new relationship, in a new start. And on the bottom of the deck this time is the Six of Pentacles, which means there will be even give and take this time. You won't feel stabbed in the back. You won't feel hurt. You won't feel betrayed if there's a new relationship coming in. I just wanted to go that one step further. So let's get to the Keepers of the Light Oracle and see what comes out for you guys. And like I said, if it doesn't coincide with the reading, it's just an additional message that Spirit wants you to know. But it looks good. You're recovering. You're recovering from the Ten of Swords to the Star card. You're recovering from a lot of stuff. And you have a deep knowing within yourself. Okay, here's your card that came out. Okay, let's see if I can pronounce his name. It says Mahavata Bambaji, soul expression. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So that was a side message. On the bottom of the deck came the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles, Leo. Remember, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So expect miracles in this situation. I think it's going to be a new love coming in for you guys. If you were like casually dating, something new is going to come in, and it's going to be happy. Just stay in your truth. And make sure that the other person also tells you, speaks the truth to you. But I believe they will. I believe they will be creative in their speaking and be able to express themselves with the Ace of Wands. So I'm going to get a postcard from Spirit for you guys. And if you're already in an established relationship, it just means that maybe it was just a little bit of trouble, but it'll be smoothed over with communication. Communication is key. These cards are very awkward because they're so big and thick. Okay, so let's get one postcard from Spirit. And I hope you enjoyed your reading so far. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to see when I upload again. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at the top of the card to see what it says. Let me see if I can see it in the camera. Celebrate life. Celebrate life, Leo. And the card says, Dearest you, Leo, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim, that Ten of Swords, of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of the experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses, they spread to others. And that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. So that really goes with the reading. And like I said, celebrate life. Celebrate life, Leo. No matter what you're going through, you're coming out of it. And with the Chariot, you're moving on. In established relationships and in just, casual relationships, it'll all turn out for the better. So I wish you the best, Leo, for the mid-month of June 2021, going into the second week of July. And I'll be back with your July readings. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if it relates, and check your moon and rising sign. Like I said, you can check those on Cafe Astrology. Just put in your birthday and time and all that, and it'll give you your moon and rising sign. So I wish you well. Happy summer coming up, and God bless all of you.